going on, guys? JSGC here, and we're here for another Manchester City transfer update. If you didn't know, doing daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout all of the January-winter transfer window. So if you want to stay up to date first and fast on YouTube with all the latest Manchester City transfer news this winter, make sure you have subscribed to my channel. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Do go and check out my TikTok link as well. That's in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. Leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. We didn't hit 300 likes yet on yesterday's update. We're making good progress on that, but we're going to aim for the same. We aim high here on the JSGC channel. 300 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Do let me know your thoughts as well of what you make of these transfers in the comments below. Finally, wanted to say a huge thank you to Manscaped for sponsoring this transfer update and all of my transfer updates throughout January. If you want to go and check them out, then that would be much appreciated. Running their latest program, all electric shavers. You want to go and check them out. The Lawnmower 4.0, which was very kindly sent to me by Manscaped, which is right here. You can go and check that out on their website. I've got a promo video. I'll roll that at the end of the video if you want to go and check that out. Had a lot of fun filming that. But if you want to go and check out the Lawnmower 4.0 or the other male grooming stuff, then just go over to Manscaped's website where the link is in the description. If you use code JSGC at checkout, you'll get yourself 20% off. Thank you very much to Manscaped for sponsoring this video. So let's crack on with this video and let's start off with the outs. And we've got a big update on Kalvin Phillips. Now, he's been linked with the exit door, and Kalvin Phillips could just be that midfield make-weight that Manchester City have been looking for to potentially sign a central midfielder in the summer. Now, I've been speaking a lot about Jude Bellingham and what it might take for Manchester City to sign Jude Bellingham, and I am absolutely right now convinced, I am convinced that Jude Bellingham will only sign for Manchester City if a midfielder leaves Manchester City. And we've been speaking about Gundogan and his contract update, which I don't have an update on that right now other than, he's prepared to sign a new contract at City and we're waiting for talks to commence. I'm expecting that to be very soon taking place. I'm expecting this month. So if Gundogan signs a new contract, he isn't leaving Manchester City anytime soon. Bernardo Silva could leave Manchester City. He's expressed an interest at leaving Manchester City, but the place he wants to go to, Barcelona, can't rub two pennies together. They've got no money. They cannot afford Bernardo Silva. So whilst that's the case, Bernardo Silva, if there's no other interest from anyone else from around Europe or anywhere else in the world, then Bernardo Silva stays at Manchester City. And there isn't really that gap for Manchester City to go out there and spend loads of money to bring a central midfielder into the club. And Kalvin Phillips leaving Manchester City would make sense. Why? Because Maximo Perrone is coming to Manchester City. He's going to be signing from Vélez Sarsfield over in Argentina. 19 years old, unproven, but if he keeps himself fit, then he's offering more to Manchester City than Kalvin Phillips has, because he's never seems to be fit for Manchester City. He's only just returned back to full fitness right before the World Cup. Before that, he played just 1 minute of football at Manchester City. I haven't seen anything of Kalvin Phillips to be able to make a judgment on whether he is a good player or not. I don't know. He's always injured. He's an injury-prone player, and I'm amazed that he's been linked with another club now. Caught offside, saying that West Ham are ready to renew their interest in Kalvin Phillips. Now, what I'm reading between the lines here is Manchester City might be saying, we're willing to listen to offers for Kalvin Phillips. And if any move does come in January, I'd be amazed if it involves any money. I imagine it would probably be a loan deal with either an obligation to buy or the option to buy. And I reckon it'll probably be the latter. Now, if Kalvin Phillips does make a loan move to West Ham and he keeps himself injury-free, then and he does well, then I can imagine him taking up that option to buy, because it casts into doubt the future of course, Declan Rice, who's been linked with the exit door at West Ham. But Declan Rice, I don't think will leave West Ham mid-season unless a big offer does come in, to which case Man City could ask for money for Kalvin Phillips. So it's definitely something for me to keep my eyes and ears open for. We've not seen enough at Kalvin Phillips, in my opinion, to judge whether he's a success or not, but his future's been cast into doubt because he's come back to Manchester City. Pep Guardiola's not been happy with his efforts during the World Cup and also after, when he's headed out on holiday for a couple of weeks and come back to Manchester City, and he's returned back to Manchester City overweight. And as I mentioned several times previously, doesn't mean he's returned back fat. It just means he's returned back at not the desired weight that City are looking for. City like players to be nice and lean. They can run around, they can move all day, every day, game after game after game, day after day in the training field. You've got to be incredibly fit to be a professional football player at Manchester City. The demands are very high. Jack Grealish has said when he joined City, the demands of Manchester City are so much higher than what they were at Aston Villa. That's what Manchester City requires Kalvin Phillips to do, and I don't think Kalvin Phillips is doing a very good job of making that happen and keeping himself injury-free and working hard to get into the Manchester City team. And Pep Guardiola, it's the latest thing that's annoyed him. And once you've annoyed Pep, it's very difficult to get back into Pep Guardiola's good books. And so, reading between the lines here, I'm wondering if Manchester City have maybe said to other Premier League teams, if you're interested in Kalvin Phillips, either send in a loan bid with an option or an obligation to buy, or send in any serious offers. I'm wondering if that is what's happening here. And Court Offside aren't the most reliable of sources, but I find what they're saying and reporting here very, very interesting, because that will, a Kalvin Phillips sale, will create room in Manchester City's midfield, where I've been speaking about Gundogan and Bernardo Silva leaving. It might not be either of them, it could be Kalvin Phillips. And with the signing of Perone, who doesn't need to be registered until he turns 21, gives Manchester City a couple more years to be able to bring somebody in either in January or in the summer. And we know Manchester City prepared to spend big to bring a central midfielder in. Previously linked with Enzo Fernandez, also being linked heavily with Jude Bellingham. Any move for a central midfielder, though, I am convinced will come in the summer, not this winter. Could be wrong, of course. I'll keep my eyes and ears open for any developments. Now, moving on to the ins very quickly, we've got a new name, Ferland Mendy over at Real Madrid. Now, the fourth official via OneFootball have said that Manchester City, they're going to be turning their attention to fullbacks and having a good look at Real Madrid's left-back, the French 27-year-old Ferland Mendy. Now, any move that would be made would be in the summer, not this month. The problem that Manchester City have if they want to bring in left-back Ferland Mendy from Real Madrid is the price. His contract isn't up until 2025 in the summer. Still means he's got 2 years left on his contract, and because he's got 2 years left on his contract, it means Real Madrid will be able to ask for a nice big figure if he does want to leave Real Madrid. Now, he's playing regularly there, so I have my doubts about Manchester City making a move for Ferland Mendy. Why you'd go from the starting 11 of Real Madrid and doing very well there to go to another team somewhere else who are also competing for the same prize of the Champions League and competing at the top end of their domestic division. It just seems like more of a sideways step from high end to high end. Most players, when they're playing at high end, unless they're unhappy or not being played, which I'm not aware that is the impression of anything happening here with Ferland Mendy, then normally they choose to stay put and stay where they are. But he might be looking for a new challenge. Who knows? What I do find interesting, City getting linked with a left back. How much it would cost to bring Ferland Mendy in, I don't know. I think Real Madrid had asked for a big number. Manchester City, though, are looking at fullbacks and looking at left-backs. Could this be the Manchester City signing and bringing in a left-back for the first time in, 5 years? An actual left-back? Cray. Who knows? I'll keep you up to date. So, do subscribe to my channel if you are new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Remember, daily Manchester City transfer updates coming throughout all of the January-winter transfer window for you guys to look forward to. So, do make sure if you want to stay up to date on YouTube with all the latest Manchester City transfer news, then you have subscribed to my channel. Social media links and TikTok link there in the description. Twitter and Instagram also sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, do leave a thumbs up as well. 300 likes, let's hit that. That would be great. Any help towards that would be fab. And also don't forget as well, leave your thoughts in the comments below of what you make of these transfers. Kalvin Phillips leaving, happy, yay or nay? Ferland Mendy, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, Manscaped. Remember, you get yourself hold of the lawnmower 4.0, including 20% off any product on the Manscaped website, links in the description. Go and check it out. Use code JSGC for 20% off. Anyone that does check out Manscaped and uses code JSGC does help to support the future content created here on my channel. Thank you very much to Manscaped for sponsoring this daily transfer update once more.
This video is brought to you by Manscaped.com, the premium global brand for men's grooming and hygiene products. Manscaped provide the best tools, equipment and liquids for every body part. They have been kind enough to send me the new Lawnmower 4.0. The Lawnmower 4.0 is a cordless trimmer with a wireless charging system, providing 90 minutes on one full charge on the lithium-ion battery. The trimmer has LED lights on the front to show battery life, and also on the trimmer for a more precise shave. Ceramic blades with skin-safe technology are provided to help reduce nicks and cuts. 4 trimmer guard options are also available to customize your hair length. The Lawnmower 4.0 is waterproof, allowing for easy cleanup. A new travel lock feature is built in to prevent vibrations whilst on the go. So come and join me and 2 million other men worldwide who trust Manscaped when it comes to keeping yourself clean and tidy. Use code JSGC for 20% off and free worldwide shipping.
And I'll see you all again tomorrow religiously for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.